Thought I'd do a thing while I'm packing up one morning. See what a little camp looks like. I'm fixing to put my shoes on. And I'm gonna get going. Alrighty, let's get feeling pretty good. Alright, I'm heading on down the AT now. I'll tell you one thing about this is day 107 on the trail. You know, and I've hammock camped a lot. And it's getting to where it's just second nature. I just step by step when I take down and put up in the morning, and I've got a routine, and it's just no wasted motion now. It's no wasted thinking, no wasted motion. I can pack away very efficiently and fairly quickly, and I don't even realize it. And it's a big plus, but it takes doing something over and over again to constantly trying to get it more efficient, more step by step. Wooden must be we're not as in the rural areas. We don't have the giant steel ones. These are like secondary lines, aren't they? All right. Well, the good news this morning is my overuse injury, I almost can't even feel it. But it's there. That right leg's still there, but it's been steadily getting better since I've started cutting back on the miles. And at every opportunity, I cut back on the miles. And like today, I'm only going to be doing 8.5. And tomorrow, I'll probably put in a pretty good day, but then I'm planning on taking another short one after that. Because I think I can get to a Super 8 motel off the turnpike. I was looking and seeing, and there was a way to get there, so I might use that option. But and then to Duncannon is not that big of a hike. Now once I get to Duncannon, I'm gonna have to put in some miles. The resupply options are a little bit less, but but I'm not gonna really look that over because it's not here. It's not had come up yet. I'll be looking at that more here in a couple more days. But yeah, I'm looking pretty good on that, on the resupply, everything. I mean, the less I carry, if I don't carry a bunch of, it don't take much to put 5 pounds of food on there that you don't need. I mean, it's really easy to do that. And I don't want to carry 5 pounds more than what I need to. Yeah, I mean, my food bag's pretty light right now, and I like it that way. But getting back on the overuse injuries, these routes are fun. And getting back to the overuse injury, it's working, cutting back on the miles. So I'm a little concerned. I want this leg feeling really good when I flip up to Katahdin. Now I can wait until Massachusetts or something like that to flip up there, and it might even make the logistics easier. But I'm kind of stuck on the Delaware water gap. I want to go ahead and flip up there on that. I don't know how. Maybe I'll rent a car. You know, I might do that. I don't know. I'll figure out something. But and then it'll be ready. But if I get these legs healed up by then, so there's a reason they get healed up pretty good by then. I take a little break traveling up there. I think I'll be ready to tackle that Maine and New Hampshire, and it's going to be about 200. I don't know. Let me see. It'll be quite the challenge. But I get that knocked out, I can head south and finish this thing up. But, all right. Let me put this camera down. Oh. Now, from what I understand, this heat wave that's currently going on right now is the zone is centered right in central Pennsylvania where I'm at. I mean, this is the worst of it. This is the center of this heat thing, and it's supposed to get like 99 today. This event's gonna last for a few days. It's gonna be in the 80s here next week. But I went down in elevation probably 400 feet, and it's like a light bulb almost. All of a sudden, I mean, it's early in the morning, and I'm sweating. I mean, just my forehead started beating, running sweat. It was like the cool air is gone, and it's this early, and that's pretty interesting. I mean, it's not, you know, blue blazing hot or anything, but it is muggy hot. I think it was probably it's probably 40. It's not. It's probably 40, 50. Shoot, the humidity's got to be up. Whew. It felt good last night at about 3 or 4 in the morning, but not right now. Whew. That's my water source. I was kind of banking on. I wasn't banking on it, but I was kind of looking forward to it. It's supposed to be a reliable source. I guess I could get water out of there. There's a pool up there. Let me look at my options. All right, should be a better option than that on up ahead a little way, so we're gonna keep going for water. I'm walking on boards and I don't know why. I'm walking on boards and I don't know why. I don't know. If I walk on the path that's beside the boards, there might be a snake under the board, is what I'm thinking. So it's probably better just to walk on the board. Yeah, can't see a snake under the board. Okay. I guess that's why. That rock does kind of look like an altar rock. Somebody painted a black X on it. Well, that takes graffiti to a new level, doesn't it? Gee. That was one wicked climb I just did. I just went up. I just had to look at the elevation. I went up about 450 feet. And it still ain't quite to the top. It's got a couple tenths, but it's not very steep. And I'll be going down. But I still have between here, I guess about 6.7 miles, something like that. And still have a 1,000-foot climb up or there's a couple more hills I got to climb up. That wasn't no hill. That had a sheer face almost. I went switchback for about 300-foot elevation. It was pretty rough. But I knew it wasn't going to last forever. But in this heat, it was tough. Looks like we're gonna go up some more rocks a little bit and then be done with this climb. I look for a couple minutes. Like, you think trail go down that way? No, it ain't going that way. But there's the doggone blazes, so it does go that way. And if you look up there, there's some kind of arrow. You can tell way up ahead. It's gonna tell me to go through some down. Shit. What? There's the arrow. They do these white arrows on rocks. Hey, there. Yeah, I'm on the other side of it. That wasn't too bad. It just gets around this rock face on the top of this ridge. Pretty neat. All right, we'll work our way down from here. Oh, there's a bunch more of these things, it looks like. I'm glad I've been losing weight. Pretty interesting. There is a way to do it without taking your pack off. It will fit in there. Look, I got to go through all that stuff. I got to put this down or I'll never get to town. Because I ain't gonna film all these. I'm gonna put the camera up for a while. For now. You kidding me? What the? Alright, I'm at the high point right here. This is called Center Knob. Fixing to go down into Boiling Springs. It's about 2.6 miles, 2.7 miles from this high point. And I'm only at 1,100 feet. It's a low ridge, the whole thing is. But The town of Bowling Springs is only about 450 foot above sea level. So yeah, so this is, it's higher than that. So you got climbs, yeah. All right, let's go. I don't think that corn's gonna make. I need to drop my hat and drop this back, get my hat, I guess. The top of my head's gonna get sunburned. That day hiker right there just dropped this off. That's his car. He's gonna hike up to the top and back. He dropped that cooler off of ice, full of ice and waters. And I just put a note on it, help yourself. I just slammed down an ice cold bottled water, and that was so good. I've been drinking warm water for so long. The town's right up here, so I just got to keep moving, get out of this sun. Now, is that Gut Shower Road, or is that Guts Hall Road? I don't know, but the AT turns right here and goes that way across that field, I guess. There's some hikers across there, so that's probably where I'm going to end up going there. And they're not through hikers, they're hikers that came up from that campground and day hiking. So I saw where they turned around at down there. All right. It started when it started to go up there, and the trail started to go up, they turned around. I watched them. All right, we're gonna go along this field here. I can't believe I'm out here in the middle of the day, 99 degrees, and I'm hiking this. I can't even see the end of this field. Man, I still gotta wait. I was looking at the profile for these last 2 miles when I did it. I said, man, got it made. It's gonna be flat. But there's the hill right there. There on the mountain I gotta come off of top. And I didn't expect the flatness to be across the friggin' desert. Shit. I gotta find some shade, man. Found a shady spot and I stood here for like 5 minutes. And now I'm not gonna get any cooler. So it's gonna take a turn. I'm gonna go across there, go through them, eventually walk along the river to the town, I think. According to my GPS, still got another half mile. All right, at least. All right. All right, there's the campground that way. Something about the Appalachian Trail campground. I think you can camp there for free if I wanted to, but I don't think I'm gonna go down there. I'm going this way on into town. This is the trail. I'll stay on the trail. I hope I don't go back out in the sun again, but it looks like it is. I hear people swimming. I think there's a swimming hole over here. I see this blaze. I gotta go this way. That's a public swimming pool. But where is the trail at? Okay, it goes down here and goes to the right. It's a one-lane bridge. All right. I don't know. Every single bench is in the sun. I found the hottest place in the world. Hotter than that field. It's inside that thing right there. But I had to go. And I couldn't leave the door open because it faces traffic. You can see the traffic coming if they open the door. Yeah. I come out and I was so weak from sweating. I couldn't grab my pack. I had to walk over here in the shade. Well, it just gets better. Made it. I made it in there. This hostel here, they charge $25 a bunk. There ain't no air conditioning. It's just a shed in their house. And these hostels are about all the same on the trail. It's local people trying to make some money on the hikers. Yeah, they got a little thing going. They provide a service so they can make a little extra money on hikers. And this one right here, they converted. It's been open for 8 years. Air conditioner, nothing. Got a thing. They charge $25 for a bunk, and they all got their little gimmicks. Down south, they're experts at it. You know, you go in the hostel up down south, they'll have little stores set up, and you'll need something from the store. You can't get to a resupply, and they'll sell you. They break everything down like Pop-Tarts. They take all the instant breakfast out of the packs, and they'll sell you one instant breakfast for $1.50 or a Pop-Tart for $2 or something. It's just crazy. But they're experts at getting the money out of you. This one's pretty good. I mean, they charge $5 for laundry. She does the laundry for you. Like, you had a good shower. Some of them have showers, and they don't even have soap in them. You know, but she actually had it stocked with body wash, soap, and shampoo, which is good. And the $25 or the $30 covers the shower. She even got some hot dogs and stuff in there. I can make a hot dog if I want to, some extra stuff they have. And they all have their quirks. One of the quirks here, some of the hostels don't even allow alcohol. This hostel allows alcohol, but with a twist. You cannot bring any outside alcohol in here. And it just so happens the stores in walking distance. There's no stores in walking distance in this town, so they can take full advantage of that. The only store that sells alcohol in town, you can't walk to it. You're gonna have to drive to it anyway. And so he sells, so you got to buy his beer, and his beer costs $3 a beer. So I bought a 6-pack, which turned my stay into $45, which is okay because down in, I bought a 6-pack and he gave me a deal. Instead of charging $18 he charged $15. So I got a 6-pack of beer for $15. But so that makes my stay here $45. Stay in their garage over here. But here's the thing. A lot of these hostels down south, these other hostels, I'll drop $50 to $60 or $70 in the hostel before I leave. Some of them will have different breakfast quirks and stuff like that, which would be some pancakes they throw together and charge you $10 and all kinds of stuff. They're experts at getting. This one's not too bad, so I'll come out of here with $45 and I get a halfway decent amount of sleep. Now, it's 100 degrees outside right now. There was a couple people that was going to stay in this hostel, she said, but they backed out when they found out there wasn't an air conditioner in it. And, I'm from North Florida, and it's not the same 100-degree heat as we're used to. The humidity today is 37%. Back home, we're between two oceans in the Gulf of Mexico right there, and the humidity is at 75-80%. And that's a big difference. You get a fan going, it's not too bad. Now these people, they can't stand it because they're not used to this. But it's 100 degrees outside, and believe it's not that bad. When you're in the sun and you're exercising, you're going up these mountains and stuff. Yes, it's putting it on you. But matter of fact, I didn't see anybody hiking today. I'm one of the few ones. A lot of these other hikers from other areas, they're night hiking. They're not hiking in the day. I trained during the day out there at San Francisco, in Gainesville when I trained for this hike. And I trained during the summer when it was, 85, 90% humidity, 95 degrees outside. I was hiking 10, 12 miles every Saturday, or every Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. I could go out there on the weekends, do my big hikes. So now, the Wi-Fi, it's kind of interesting on the Wi-Fi. It's another one of the quirks here. I don't like it, but you got to live with it. They said they don't have Wi-Fi. Well, I checked. They've got Wi-Fi. They've got a good signal. They're just not going to offer it to the hikers because apparently they're probably set up where they watch Wi-Fi on TV, and they don't want their stuff slowing down with a bunch of hikers in here blogging or watching their own stuff. So it's not. Well, that's one thing. Another one. I'll go ahead and do my video. I'll edit in here today's video, and then when I get down, like I launched one video today when I was in the cafe, right when I came in town and I ate. I got their video, I had my video already edited. So while I was eating and drinking a milkshake over there, I went ahead and I was uploading. So I got that done before I even came over here. If they had Wi-Fi here, I'd do the other one, but it's all right. It's no big deal. So other than that, I can't use the Wi-Fi, but at least it's a decent price for a hostel, especially up here in Pennsylvania, up north. So you can't complain about it. Well, it ain't indeed not good if you did anyway. It is a service they provide, and not all people do this service. A lot of these places are not hiker friendly. A lot of these towns, they say they are, but they're not. They're not hiker friendly, and so you gotta take it as you can get it. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up for right now. I might shoot another little shot later, but there's nothing much at all. I'm just here waiting. I'm gonna get a good night's sleep. Now in the morning, she likes you out of here at 8. She'll give a ride right back to the trail by 8, which is back in town. So this is like the neighborhood outside of town. It's little ways, probably a few miles outside of town in the neighborhood right here. But before I let it go, just let you know, Bowling Springs here is not hiker friendly. You're not supposed to camp anywhere around this town. There's a corridor coming out of town for like 15 miles. You can't camp. So it's not hiker friendly at all. Now, Pond Road Furnace, it was. You could camp there, camp around down there. So this is not a hiker friendly place, but it's a place to stop, and it's a good place for me to stop, resupply a little bit, because I can go straight to Duncannon. I might stop and see if I can get into that Super 8 there at Carlisle. I've got to get off. I'm going to try to figure it out if I can walk down there, see if I can. Well, sitting in this mug, I don't know if I can sleep or not. It says it's 100 degrees out right now in Bowling Springs. And it's not the heat of the day either. It's supposed to get up another degree. It's supposed to 101. 37% humidity. I feel like temperature of 108. And I can't take a nap right here. It's just a little bit too hot. I'm right on the verge of sweating. I think I'm just going to get up and sit in front of that fan. And anyway, yesterday I got a text from Verizon, and they gave me the offer for the unlimited data for $10 more a month, and put me on a trial, and then it turned into $10 a month for it. I was kind of waiting for that, so that's a good deal. I went ahead and texted them and said I want it, so it's on my plan now, automatic plan where it automatically pays for it, and it comes out of my checking account, direct deposit. So I've got unlimited data, so I got a pretty good cell signal here. So what I'm going to try to do with this unlimited data is try to download. I think it might take a couple hours, but I might be able to upload. All right, I just looked at the shuttle. At the paper she gave me. There's two places. There's a pizza place that'll deliver here. I don't want to get that pizza. I don't think I'm going to eat in this heat. Then there's that, and she gave me a shuttle number, and that's just when they're shuttle buddies or whatever. And I'm not going to fall into that trap. It's like that all up and down the trail. It'll cost more money to shuttle somewhere than you're ever going to buy. Out here in these rural areas, I'm a few miles from town now that I'm out here, especially in these rural areas, and to get a shuttle driver, it's like this all up and down the trail. It's expensive. And Uber's out of the question too. So, just to shuttle somewhere is going to cost $25, $30, and it's just a few miles. And I'm not going to fall into that trap. They know all the way up and down trail, they've got shuttle services. They got numbers written down in places and everything else. And they know that distance hikers are, they're stuck. They're on foot. And so they're gonna get the money out of you every bit they can. And it's a business. And that's how it is on the Appalachian Trail. You're gonna have to pay if you want to ride somewhere. You're gonna have to come out of the pocketbook. But I think I'm gonna hold up in the morning. I just won't eat anything. And in the morning, I'm gonna get breakfast in that same cafe before I go. I think that's gonna be my best bet. I'm just gonna hydrate tonight. Just drink some water. Just take it easy. It's too hot. It's too hot to even eat anyway. After as hard as I physically exerted myself today to cross that field, just gonna try to get some rest. But the place, it's not mosquito proof. I mean, he's got the screens, and the screens aren't even big enough for no-see-ums. There's holes in the screens. There's a hole there. Big old gap there. When they put the door, they just don't even care about that. So there are mosquitoes. I'm going to get eat up tonight, but not much I can do about that. Maybe I won't get too many in here. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'll try to get some sleep. But, alright. Mosquitoes aren't biting me right now, I don't think. My ankles are kind of itching. I don't know if there's no see-ums out here or not. I mean, this yard looks pretty clean. So, maybe there shouldn't be too many out here. Maybe. Alright, I'm going to show you the bathroom for the hikers. See if my laundry's done. There's my bathroom. Bathroom and shower. I guess she hadn't got to my clothes. That's my clothes I wanted to wash. There's the bathroom. And as far as hostels go, it was a nice shower. Actually had shampoo and soap in it, actually, which is good. Some hostels don't even have that. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video. Try to download it with the data. If not, when I get to the